Welcome back to Love from the Kitchen, guys. Today we're going to make chicken fajitas for dinner, and this is a really simple, pretty quick recipe. The longest thing is waiting for the chicken to cook, I think. So we've got 1 pound of chicken thighs, boneless chicken thighs. I get these at Food for Less because they're boneless. You get them out of the butcher's cabinet, and they'll be boneless. You can buy them each. So there's 2 in here, and the 2 together is 1 pound. It's only $2.92 for both of them. That's a really good value. Matter of fact, the chicken's cheaper than the vegetables. These were $1, and the colored ones are $1.29, I think. So just to make it colorful and appetizing, we have the green, the red, and the yellow bell peppers, nice and fresh. And then this is our trash bucket here. Always have a trash bowl handy. And we're going to use the leftover of this onion. This is a yellow onion. And then for spices, we're going to use our usual salt and pepper. We're going to use garlic and onion powder. And we're going to use cumin to give it that smokiness. And then we're going to use a little bit of this tahini reduced sodium. The blue lid's reduced sodium. If you get red, it's regular. And we're going to use the tahini in place of chili powder. This is a very mild chili powder flavor with a little bit of lime, which I think is really going to add to this dish. So I'm going to take these out and cut them up. And I'm going to cut up the vegetables and cut up the onion. And we've got 2 tablespoons of oil in a wok. I love using the wok for stuff like this. We're going to basically stir fry it all together. While we are waiting for the wok to warm up, first thing we want to do is cut the chicken and prepare it, because it will take the longest to cook. So we're going to got 2 boneless chicken thighs in here. I'm going to put them on a little cutting board, and we're going to get our little knife. It's a lot of meat. So let's, oh, that knife's too dull. You want to work with a sharp knife. Let's try this one. Much better. And you want to cut the pieces all about the same size so they'll cook at the same time. That way you don't get accidentally any raw pieces or any overdone pieces, but you definitely don't want the raw pieces. So we're going to cut this about 1 inch wide, and also allow for the thickness. So that's just fat. This one, because it's thick, we want about a 1-inch cube. And the thinner pieces you can leave a little larger. Let's cut this one up here. How is your day going today? We hope you're having a blessed day. We have just been busy. And we got one last little strip here. So this one's not as thick, so I can make the pieces a little bit larger. Okay, there we go. And we're going to go ahead and throw this in the skillet, in the wok, I should say, like that. Let's get this one sliced up. Do the exact same thing. I'm going to lay it out. I'm going to get it uniform. Try and keep it as uniform in pieces as you can. And we haven't seasoned it yet, but we'll do that as soon as we finish cutting it down here. Some people say, "Are you from the South?" No. Grew up with family that was from the Midwest. Oh, I just kind of developed a slight twang in my voice when I talk. Now, these bell peppers have been rinsed already. Everybody has their own way of doing bell peppers. One of my favorite methods is cut the top off. And, well, where's my bowl? And we're going to pull the heart out. We're going to pull out the loose ribbing. Take out the seed. You know, you can use the seeds. They actually do add flavor, especially if you're making a salad. Then I just generally cut them like this and cut it like this. The seeds do add a flavor. Now there's some ribbing. I don't really want to use the ribbing. Take that out. And we're going to cut it like this. Now we want to get some seasoning in here before we get too far along. So let's a little salt. Remember, we always layer our flavors. So we're going to salt and pepper. Add some cumin in here. A little bit. Now you want to be easy with the cumin. Cumin is really strong. So that one I would say 1/4 of a teaspoon. The other's about 1/2 a teaspoon. Well, the cumin, the onion powder, garlic powder, about 1/4 teaspoon. The other's about 1/2 a teaspoon each. There we go. There we go. And then we want to give it a stir. Just like this. Get those seasonings mixed around. Okay, back to this. So we want to do thin pieces, kind of long. This is fajitas. You want, strips of vegetables like this. Very careful of your fingers. Curl them under. Don't want to cut fingertips. And when it gets small, just put it aside. You can use small pieces like that for put them in a different bowl. You can use them for other foods. Now normally, so this isn't julienne. Julienne's like really thin. This over. But we are slicing it thin. Julienne would be like you'd get off a mandolin. So how are we doing over here? Let's stir chicken again. Now some people might want to put cornstarch on the chicken or some other coating, maybe even light flour or some batter, but that's more typical of Chinese cooking. And this is Mexican cooking, and we're just cooking the chicken. Get it done. You want to flip some of these pieces to make sure the more cooked side is up, the more or less cooked, the lesser cooked side is down. If you see pink up, flip it over. So the doner side should be on the upside and the raw side down. Okay. And then let me get a bowl. Not ready to add these vegetables quite yet. Cut some more. I'm going to put these over here. Now the tops, I trim this. I'll do this. Matter of fact, we can use these right now. So you can use the tops. So that's why I slice off the cap. And it's all up to you how much vegetable you want, how much you don't. In a restaurant, you're going to get way more vegetable and way less meat. That's just how it is. So you can do that. Put that in there. Put this aside. Let's get the red one out. Rinse and repeat, as they say. Over there. This actually is working really well. And then you get a little more quantity out of some of this. If they're really long pieces like those first ones, just cut them in half. Don't have to get too thick there. Okay. Now these first ones, see, they're kind of long. We'll just shorten them up a little bit. There we go. And we're going to put some red ones in there. There we go. And we're going to stir our chicken again. Now we got to cut this onion. Now remember, let's see, we just want to slice this like this. We're going to use the same. Make sure you curl your fingers. You don't want to cut any fingertips off. There, see how that onion is? Okay. We're just going to take the skin off, like so. Take the skin off, like so. Take the skin off, like so. Turn that like that. And we're going to cut this in half one time. And then there's a piece of skin right there. That off. Oh, there you go. Okay. And we'll save this onion for another meal, another time. Okay, we're going to put the onion in there. Now we're going to add these vegetables in there. And because we are adding more vegetables, I'll put this in the sink. We need to add more seasoning. It's all about the flavor. So see, the vegetables are on top, right? So we're just going to season right on those vegetables. Everybody's got their way of doing it. End result comes out the same, I guarantee. A little more of this. Let's stick to those vegetables. A little more of this. A little more of this. And put a little more of this. Let's check our chicken. We're gonna pull apart. Yeah, that looks good. Let's check another little. Yeah, that looks good. You know, check the bigger chunks. If they're done, the smaller ones are done. Yep. Looks really good. Remember, this is thigh meat, so it's not going to be really white like if it was breast meat. It's going to be a little darker color. But it is all done. So, we are going to put this in this bowl. Our vegetables are cooked perfectly. They're done. They're hot. They're wilted, but they're not mushy. Our chicken is tender and done. Got all those wonderful flavors in there. And there you have chicken fajitas with love from the kitchen. I see that little, I always get one that gets loose. There you go. We're gonna warm up a tortilla. Now usually, we just put this in the microwave and give it about 10-15 seconds. Let's do that right now. It makes the, some people will put it in a paper towel, a damp paper towel, to kind of steam it back to life. These tortillas come back pretty good. There's 15 seconds. It's nice and hot. Very pliable. See how that folds? Doesn't crack, doesn't break. There you go. Bon appetit. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. We hope you enjoyed this video. Take care and have a wonderful day.